Hello, everybody. It is Reid from ReidAboutSex.com, creator of SexGeekSummerCamp.com, and we are in Allison Moon, author of GirlSex101's Secret Lair, which
it's a magical cave.
Is actually in my home, too, because we're romantic partners and co-teach things.
It's not that romantic.
It's not that romantic anymore. We've been together for a long time. But you know what? I'm doing something right because you're coming to Sex Geek Summer Camp, award-winning author Allison Moon, and you're going to teach some stuff on
publishing.
Publishing.
I'm going to talk to you about figuring out what to do with your book, if you want to write a book, how to write a book, and if you want to self-publish, if you want to traditionally publish, and how to make book life stuff happen for you.
Mm-hmm. And camp, aside from me being a charismatic draw, we're doing something right because you were at the first year.
I was.
Of Sex Geek Summer Camp. You couldn't be there last year.
No, I had a day job, but first year I really, really loved it. I had a wonderful time, and last year actually I was bummed that I couldn't go, and this is as a student more than as your partner. It was really just a great experience for me in my own career. It got me really thinking about things around how I can monetize different aspects of what I teach, how to really kind of remediate a lot of my current material to make it something that I could actually create for a career.
What was it again? That was my.
What was the question?
I don't. What did you get out of camp that actually can you give something specific that helped with your career, your business?
I think really thinking about opt-ins for mailing lists were helpful because, again, I write books as my primary mode of teaching, which feels like sometimes that I don't have all of the internet stuff that a lot of other people do. So just creating an opt-in. So it's like when you go to GirlSex101.com, I give you the first 2 chapters of GirlSex101 for free if you sign up to my mailing list. Mm-hmm. I didn't have that before camp, and I wouldn't have thought of to do that other than because of camp. So really simple, practical things, and sometimes it can feel overwhelming, all of the material, because you spend 5 days of just tons of stuff, which is, for me, even living with you, I'm used to it, but it's a lot. So for me to feel if I was getting overwhelmed, there were still so many wonderful little nuggets of super easy, actionable things to do that make me feel like I'm making progress. Those things are absolutely making progress with my career, but I wouldn't think to do it because sometimes it just feels like too much. So having just little checklist things, having an opt-in, setting up a Twitter specifically for your brand, separate from your Twitter for your personal life if you have one of those. All of that stuff's really helpful.
At GirlSex101.
Yeah, I have at GirlSex101 at Twitter, and I also have Hey Allie Moon on Twitter, which are 2 aspects of me. But people can just follow the book if they love the book versus having to follow me. But again, it's simple stuff like that. So I could leave with actionable to-do list type stuff, which for me feels really good. If there's something I can get done in under 10 minutes, I'm going to do it right away. So that kind of stuff was really helpful. And also I really love seeing the diversity of various other educators that you brought in. I talked about books first year. I'm going to talk about books again. But Sex Night Sonder, when she was talking about podcasting.
Who will also be there this year, it looks like.
Yeah, and Megan and Carol Queen. All these amazing educators who have different ways of framing their careers, because your stuff is really special and it's very you, and a lot of it's really helpful, but it's also nice to see other ways that other educators have built their careers if they're not interested in doing the online products. Well, what about having a storefront? What about having a podcast? What about writing books? All of these things were really helpful and just made me realize that the diversity of the sex education community is actually really badass and helpful for all of us to really study what other people are doing successfully to figure out where our self-expression could align as well.
And as we end, where can people find you, and one of your favorite moments from your first camp?
Well, you can find me online at GirlSex101 or on Twitter at GirlSex101 or Hey Allie Moon. My favorite part of camp first year, I can't share here, but it was good. That's all I'm going to say.
Fade to black. Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Questions, email, information, URLs in the comments, and get thee to camp. Share this video with somebody who you think would benefit.
Come to camp.
Sex Geek Summer Camp.
It's really wonderful. Come to camp.
Bye.
Bye.
I hope this business geekery was useful for you. If you'd like to continue with the brain sex, click on subscribe up here. If you want to follow me on social media, right here, ladies and gentlemen, next video below. And if you'd like your very own Sex Geek Summer Camp t-shirt, then just click right here, right now. Boop. Go ahead.